Deep beneath the ocean's surface, secrets hide where we may never go. But every now and then, the tide decides to share a few
Whoa, what is that?
strange creatures. Mysterious remains,
Such a shame seeing a mermaid on the beach like that. At least we know they exist.
and eerie surprises. Here are some of the most bizarre and unsettling things ever to wash up on a beach.
We don't know if it's because of all the pollution coming from the south.
A mysterious scene unfolded at Pukehina Beach, New Zealand in 2011. A couple of quad bikers found the carcass of a strange beast. It had the head of a sharp-toothed dinosaur, all right, but the rest of its body looked like that of a huge whale. Netizens were quick to point out that it could be the legendary Loch Ness Monster, but others chimed in that it was probably a prehistoric animal. Whatever the case may be, it is fortunate that the bikers only found its carcass and not its living body. Else who knows what could have happened. Mutated dog. A mysterious creature was found on a beach in California. The beast is unlike anything you have ever seen, with a face like a bulldog, a body like a seal, and arms and legs like a monkey. This creature sent chills down the spine of the people who saw it. Is it just another mysterious creature from the ocean that we are just discovering? Or is it a result of an experiment gone wrong? There is no telling the identity of this particular monster. Globster sights. A mystery creature washed ashore on a Philippines beach in 2018. Some said it was the carcass of a whale, but others feared it was something far more sinister. Locals feared that it was a globster that appeared on beaches before a catastrophe. Since no doom has hit the Philippines since then, it wasn't a globster. However, it definitely wasn't a whale either. Its eerie white skin and scales belong to a creepier creature. Officials took samples from the carcass too. They too believed it was some sort of a whale, but even they did not have any final conclusion about the identity of this creature. Chinese mermaid. The Chinese media had a field day with this one. A fisherman in the Bohai Sea was having a routine night on the waves. Suddenly, his net caught a big prey. Happy that he had done his job, he went back to the shore. There, he had the surprise of his life. He hadn't caught a fish. It was a mermaid. Long and elegant. The mermaid was hapless in his net before he released it on the beach. The police arrived too, and so did the other fishermen. They could not believe their eyes, but there it was, the impossible, lying right in front of them. Siamese whales. 10 years ago, a Mexican beach received a rare visitor. It was the carcass of a whale. But the interesting part, it was a conjoined twin. It had 2 heads, 2 mouths, 4 eyes, and 1 tail. Siamese twins is a condition among human beings, but looks like animals like whales are not devoid of it either. The carcass created a lot of buzz, and many people arrived to witness the strange spectacle before the government removed the carcass from the beach. Unidentified creature. An Australian couple walking along a beach in Queensland were left aghast when they stumbled upon the enormous remains of a fish. The gruesome creature, discovered by John and Riley Lindholm, was estimated by the couple to have weighed around 330 pounds and measured around 5 feet long. Despite having a lengthy career as a charter skipper and encountering all manner of odd fish, John was perplexed by this particular find. Online enthusiasts could only say that it was probably an ancient creature that was once thought to be extinct. But what it actually was is something experts are scratching their heads over. Mystery carcass. Locals in Merano Bay, Malaysia had the shock of their lives. The maritime police were carrying out their routine patrol of the bay when they found this. It was an unrecognizable giant carcass and gave out a nauseating smell. Some locals thought it was an extraterrestrial being, but experts suspected that the carcass belonged to a whale. However, the police sent its samples to a lab for DNA testing, but the results of the tests have not been shared with the public till date, so the identity of the carcass remains a mystery. Monster spider. This has got to be the find of the decade. A creepy crawler visited a Californian beach to laze under the sun, but it wasn't your ordinary crawler. It looked like a spider, but its limbs were as fat as an elephant's legs. The person who discovered this creature did not stay there for more than a few seconds and lurched away to escape the place. Once he shared the video online, no one had any comments. No one called it fake, but no one had any idea what it was either. 52 feet, whale.
It's a circle of life most of the time. They'll beach themselves if they're sick, or they'll just float up naturally if they die in the wild.
In December 2023, visitors to a San Diego beach got the surprise of their lives when a 52-feet whale carcass washed ashore in front of their eyes. The Coast Guard arrived a little while later to remove the carcass from the shore. They tried to tow it with a rope, but the plan failed. Marine biologists took samples from the carcass to determine what led to the whale passing away. Citizens blamed oil spillage in oceans for the incident.
Oh, we don't know if it's because of all the pollution coming from the south.
Humanoid fish. A mysterious specimen was found on the rocks of Cerralvo Island, near the Mexican coast of Baja California Sur, back in 2016. Its haunting appearance baffled people around the world. Some claimed the specimen was a humanoid fish. Others thought that it was some form of alien creature. Authorities stated that it was in such a bad state of decomposition that it could not be identified. However, we know that when the government pretends to be ignorant, it isn't. The creature was most probably alien, and the government just covered it up. Diamond sturgeon. The oceans of the world are filled with mysterious creatures, as was found by a couple on a Japanese beach. The creature was large and round like a huge mound. It was curled up like a hedgehog, but was larger in size. It was washed ashore after the tsunami more than a decade ago. The couple uploaded the video on social media where the mystery was solved. This was a diamond sturgeon. It is mostly found in the Caspian Sea. That is why its appearance on a Japanese beach puzzled the people there, as it is not native to Japan. Mystery smell. When residents of a town in southwest England began to be disturbed by a rotting smell, they went out to their beach to investigate. One of them found an unknown carcass rotting away on the beach. When uploaded on social media, the video attracted a lot of attention. Some thought it was a globster, but others thought it was just the carcass of a whale. However, it had white muscled extensions unlike a whale, and it also seemed to have a claw. There is just no telling what it was.
Skin, I don't think there's any bones in there.
Stranger things. When a man in Savannah, Georgia was taking a walk on a beach on 21st of May 2023, he wasn't expecting to experience anything extraordinary, let alone sighting a tentacle monster. The creature looked like an overgrown spider with triple the legs. What added suspense to the scene was men walking around the monster in hazmat suits. The man was shocked and scared. He thought he had stumbled upon a deep-cover government experiment or something. Excited that he found something spectacular, he uploaded the video on social media. But there he was told that it was actually the set of the series called Stranger Things, and there was nothing to worry about. Spooky cylinder. A spooky metal cylinder that washed ashore near an Australian town created quite a buzz in 2023. The authorities were quick to quarantine the area for its inspection, They were quick to point out that the object wasn't harmful in any manner. Netizens speculated that it might have been debris from the lost MH370 aircraft, but government experts claimed that the part couldn't have belonged to any airplane whatsoever. It could have belonged to a space rocket. However, there haven't been any rocket launches near that area in recent times. Something is fishy, and we just can't wait to find out. Sea wolf. On August 28, 2006, a strange creature was sighted on Sakhalin Island beach. Dubbed as the Sakhalin Island sea wolf, this creature is unlike anything we have ever seen before. Its carcass had decomposed to a high degree, and its skeleton had become visible. It had the appearance of a snake, but its head was the creepiest part. The head looked like the skull of a wolf, and that is why it was named a sea wolf. A sighting of a kind? This particular animal had experts scratching their heads about its identity. Dragon or not. 11 years ago, a Chinese fisherman found something extremely bizarre in his fishing net. It was a skeleton, all right, but not a skeleton of any animal that we know of. It was a long skeleton like an anaconda, but its head was too large. It also had extremely sharp teeth. The people who found it were extremely excited and thought it belonged to a dragon, but the social media users who saw the video had no idea at all about what it was. Mysterious debris. On 4 August 2015, a strange metal debris fell out of the sky on a South Florida beach. It had strange markings of a moon and stars. Authorities were quick to reach the spot and evacuate the beach. The spot was cordoned off with those "do not enter" yellow tapes. The official statement said that it was debris from a rocket, but the strange signs on the debris betray the truth. It was definitely part of an alien craft, and the authorities are always quick in covering up such stuff, as they did in this case. Monster centipede. If you thought that centipedes were creepy, wait till you take a look at this. A beach explorer in France found an extremely disturbing-looking marine centipede. It was a good meter long and had creepy small legs. You definitely don't want to see this on your trip to the beach. When the explorer uploaded the video on social media, no one had any clue about what it was, and the only reasonable comment that a netizen gave was, "Ew. Ew indeed." Beach alien. A beachgoer encountered a strange sight on Green Harbor Beach in 2023. It had a bizarre form, and one could even mistake it for a set of gills, but it just wasn't. Online experts had no clue about what it was, but they agreed on one thing: it wasn't on this Earth. Did a UFO crash somewhere in the sea without anyone noticing? That does seem possible, as we can only see the UFOs that fly above us on land. Or another possibility is that there are alien creatures living under the sea that we don't know of yet. Mermaid snooze.
Such a shame seeing a mermaid on the beach like that. At least we know they exist.
Once in a while, nature shows a scene that is just beyond words. A giant beach mermaid was spotted snoozing off the coast of San Diego, California in 2021. Just imagine, a giant mermaid snoozing on a beach. And it happened in real life. The person who spotted this could not believe his eyes. Neither can we. Social media had nothing to say about this spectacle, but one viewer was extremely thankful for this mesmerizing scene. I have no idea why the mermaid decided to take a break like this. It must have been tired after a long day of trying to lure sailors into its trap.
A real mermaid.
Duende mermaid.
Ooh.
In 2012, a family was having a picnic near Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Little did they know their trip would become an unforgettable one. They found what appeared to be the skeleton of a mermaid. But there is more. When the family uploaded the video on social media, a user pointed out that it could be a duende mermaid. These are mythical dwarves from Spain who live in their own world. What if this was a mermaid from their world? Pretty interesting, that would be.
What the hell?
It can have cooties or something.
Sea lion.
That's the skull!
A woman walking on a beach with her family in California couldn't help being surprised when she found this. It was a skeleton, but it was in parts. Bizarre and eerie, she did not know what to make of it. Once she posted the video online, the mystery was solved. It was the skeleton of a sea lion that had been washed ashore. Of the many places in the world, it is also found in La Jolla Cove in California. Looks like it made its way from there to this beach. Crazy incident.
What the heck?
The craziest of things wash ashore on beaches, like in this particular case. A man fishing in Montauk, New York in 2023 stumbled upon a weird sight on the beach. He found a cat's carcass there. Plump and well taken care of, the cat looked like it must have belonged to someone in New York. Looks like they aren't getting their cat back now, but it will forever remain a mystery how the cat ended up here, of all the places.
Hey, come over here. I don't even know if this is like a cat or a raccoon.
Bizarre blob.
Got it.
A bizarre sea creature was found by a couple of beachgoers in Sydney. It was pink and round, and it looked like it had the mouth of a human being. It had no eyes. Unfortunately, it had passed away too. There is no telling what it was when it was alive, but netizens speculated that it must have been able to talk. Experts had no opinion either about the identity of the creature, and there has never been a similar sighting before or after this one. Lost bottles.
Some cliffs and I found it in a bunch of marine debris. When I found it, I could see the date in it, so I was already really surprised and really excited to open it and read it.
Now this is just amazing. 21-year-old Cassidy was hiking near a beach in Turks and Caicos in 2023 when she found a mysterious bottle. The bottle had a letter inside that was dated September 30th, 2004. A fisherman called Pennell Ames had thrown about 500 bottles with letters in them near Nantucket Island in 2004. He had given his return address on the letter. These bottles were found by strangers all along the Atlantic Ocean, and they wrote back to Pennell. He received letters from England, Portugal, the Canary Islands, Bermuda, Cuba, Louisiana, and Canada. But Cassidy met up with Pennell in 2023 too. What a meeting that would have been.
When I started throwing the bottles in the ocean, I wasn't sure where they would go.
Confetti fish.
What is this? What is this?
Revere Beach is a public beach in Revere, Massachusetts, measuring over 3 miles. It can accommodate 1 million people at a time. But one of these million visitors experienced a different surprise on one sunny day in 2024. A strange creature had washed ashore, and the visitor had no clue what it was. She kept asking, "What is it?" again and again, as her surprise knew no bounds. Once she uploaded the video on social media, there was no response from viewers as well. No one had any clue whatsoever about the identity of what it was.
Definitely not something that's usually on a North Shore beach.
Sponge blob. A bizarre sea creature washed ashore on a Thai beach. It was made purely out of jelly-like material. It had no visible mouth or eyes or feet. It was just that, a blob. It sparked public curiosity, with some comparing it to the gruesome monster from the 1958 film The Blob, starring Steve McQueen and Annetta Corsaut. A similar-looking blob was discovered on a Texas beach as well. At least, this one was moving around a bit. Sea hare. A person was taking a walk on a beach in California. There, he found a bizarre sea creature on the shore. It had the face of a rabbit and fins like a bat. What even was it? Confused, the man asked social media about it. He thought it was some kind of a hybrid lab experimental creature. However, he was told that it is a sea hare, and they are found abundantly along the coast of California. Pretty weird creature, eh? Pretty mermaid. Not all monsters are scary and ugly. In 2023, a Chinese fisherman discovered a sleeping mermaid on a beach. Excited on his discovery, he went home hurriedly to share the video online. However, part of the video had mysteriously vanished, and he could only upload one half of it. Netizens marveled at the beauty of the mermaid in front of them. It was a periwinkle blue with shiny glow. They had never seen a mermaid in such a shiny color before. Rusted sphere. A mysterious rusted metal sphere measuring approximately 1.5 meters in diameter washed up on a Japanese beach in September 2023. Officials restricted access to the area and started investigating the object. It had a handle-like protrusion and appeared to be hollow. Officials have yet to inform the public about what it is, but they said it was unlikely to have extraterrestrial or military ties. However, if it isn't extraterrestrial, why hasn't the government given any information about it to the people? Definitely something fishy going on here. Little treasure.
On spring break, went home with a treasure millions of years old.
The beach is full of unexpected surprises. A little girl was visiting North Topsail Beach in Carolina with her family 5 years ago. Little did she know she would bump into a priceless treasure there. She found a shark tooth, but this one belonged to a megalodon shark that went extinct over 1 million years ago. One can only wonder how this tooth was preserved over all these years, and finally finding rest in the feet of a little girl. Creepy crab. What even is this? It does not look like a monster or a prehistoric animal. It crawled like a crab, but did not have claws. It had a few hairs like a porcupine, but the rest of its shell was clear. Once uploaded online, it created quite the buzz. Marine experts were silent and netizens had no clue either. It is just proof of how much of the ocean bed we still need to discover. There are just too many creatures in the ocean to be named. Ice cream creature. A man on a Californian beach found a mysterious creature. It was perched on a small sand mountain. It had no visible eyes or animalistic features, but it was changing shape as if it was melting ice cream. The man was perplexed and amazed, and didn't touch it as he was scared too. He didn't know what to make of it, and uploaded the video on social media for some clues. Netizens also scratched their heads in confusion. There was no agreement on what this mystery creature could be. It only proves how less we know about the seas and their creatures. Jellyfish mob. Shkolkine village in Crimea witnessed a strange sight. A huge smack of jellyfish had touched upon their favorite shore. Citizens were warned to stay cautious because the slightest touch could result in stings. You would think they are here for some concert or something, but experts pointed out the reason. Human activities have resulted in climate change, and that has led to strange behavior in marine life. Maybe the jellyfish had gathered to protest against climate change. Let us hope we don't get sharks next time. Gooseneck barnacles. An alien log washed ashore on Papamoa Beach, New Zealand in 2023. At least, that is what the visitors there thought. They were perplexed at the sight and did not know what to make of it. It looked as if the ocean had thrown out its collection of necklaces over a large piece of log. Little did they know that they had actually hit upon a treasure of the ocean. What you see here are gooseneck barnacles. They attach themselves to floating objects in the ocean and are therefore tough to find. These are some of the most expensive seafood in the world. 1 pound of this delicacy can cost up to $100 in Spain and Portugal. Don't even ask. Oh my god, what even is this? A bizarre object was spotted by a couple of friends on a beach in Miami in 2022. A giant blob of what looks like pus-filled pustules. This strange thing was lying on the coast, as if the waves had brought it up. That is what most netizens theorize what might have happened. But the thing is, if this is some underwater coral or something like that, it's one we haven't seen before. So people have no idea about the identity of this abomination. Neither do the marine biologists. But if there was a delete button in real life, this was the time to use it. Miami Vice. In 2023, a resident near a Miami beach witnessed something baffling. A few security personnel were hunched over an unidentified body on the beach near him. Once he zoomed in, he was shocked to find that the body did not belong to a human being. It had extremely long legs, and it also looked like it had 4 arms too. The beach was vacated before the security personnel carried out cleaning duty, but it is another proof that aliens have arrived on Earth, and the government is hiding their existence. Glotolites. A visitor to Lake Superior discovered something mind-boggling: stones that shone brightly under ultraviolet light. The visitor was amazed and mesmerized. Once he shared his discovery online, he was told about the reality of the stones. These were euperlites. They are also known as glotolites. They are mostly found in Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. So, if you ever want to find some euperlites, go near dusk or dawn and take an ultraviolet light. They are a bit hard to find, but with patience, you can have a pocketful in a few hours. Light it up. A beachgoer in California had the shock of his life when he found an alien creature on a beach. The creature was giving out light in patterns as if it was turning on and off a bulb inside it. Curious, he uploaded the video on social media. However, there he was told that it is a Humboldt squid that does glow in the dark. These peculiar kinds of squids are found in South and Central America, but have recently begun popping up on California beaches as well. Weird claws. Looks like Davy Jones from the Pirates of the Caribbean shed some of his skin, and this is what it morphed into. It was found by a couple of explorers on a Mexican beach. You would think it is the claw of a crab, but then the claw seems to have a mouth too. It is just inexplicable to know what this is. Look to the right, and the thing has another claw mouth as well. It would seem that a reef has somehow grown some parts that are alive. If there are only 2 words to describe this thing, they would be utterly disgusting. Hand from hell. A couple of explorers found a 60 centimeters giant strange hand on a Brazilian beach. It looked like a claw of a demon from the afterlife. The superstitious explorers thought the gates to hell had opened. They uploaded the video on social media, and the internet went crazy. Some users even posted pictures of the cross to ward off the evil they were looking at. But then sanity prevailed, and a wise guy pointed out the truth. It was just a weirdly grown coral reef. Phew, that was close. Giant sunfish. A rare 7.3-foot hoodwinker sunfish washed ashore on June 3, 2024, on a beach in Gerhardt, Oregon. This could be the largest sunfish ever seen. The ocean sunfish is one of the largest bony fish in the world. Adult sunfish can weigh as heavy as 1,000 kgs. It is considered a delicacy in some Asian countries too. It has been observed many times underwater, and has been hunted by fishermen too. But this is that rare time where it has been washed ashore. Black Oranda. A what? Are these real or taken from a cartoon? Looks like somebody was trying to make some candy from jelly and ended up making these. However, these are actual fish discovered by a Japanese fisherman. There is nothing mysterious about these bubble-faced creatures. These are black orandas. They are a type of goldfish that are mostly found in China. Fluffy to the touch, they can make a good collection to your home aquarium. But don't try that since they're incredibly delicate and require a lot of care, and are clearly not meant for beginners. Skin crawlers. These will make your skin crawl. Small, round, and utterly creepy. They look like a disease or a virus of some kind. They were found by a tourist on a beach in Indonesia, and he just couldn't take his eyes off of them. They were repulsive of a different kind. Apparently, these worm-like creatures are found abundantly on Indonesian shores. And here is the cruncher. In some Indonesian villages, it is used as a side dish. They call it suyut. Meteorite or not?
Like, could this be a meteorite? This is crazy.
Two sisters walking on a Jersey beach in 2019 stumbled upon what they thought was a chunk of a meteorite. However, experts had other opinions. A day prior, some citizens reported a bright light falling in the direction of the beach. The sisters thought it was this stone that fell through the sky. A university scholar said it was definitely a meteorite, given its burning smell. However, another university expert stated that it was too light to be a meteorite, as meteorites cannot be picked up with human strength. Nevertheless, the incident did create some buzz in the local media for a few days.
It also has a burnt smell to it.
Misplaced angler. Beachgoers in Oregon got a rare surprise when an anglerfish washed ashore in 2024. In a similar incident in 2023, an anglerfish had washed ashore in Orange County, California in 2023. The sight is surprising because anglerfish dwell 3,000 feet below sea level. The horn that they have lights up to attract its prey in the deep, dark sea. However, climate change has been blamed for the anglerfish changing its dwelling habits and surfacing to sea levels. Open discussion. A beachgoer stumbled across a massive animal carcass on Ainsworth Beach near Liverpool and Formby in the northwest of England in 2020. It was huge. The carcass seemed to have been mutilated. The person who discovered it thought that it had been done by aliens. Strangely enough, there were no birds around the carcass. The visitor's dog also seemed uninterested in the carcass too, which was odd. The carcass also did not give out any smell either. Overall, it was a strange phenomenon, and one that was quickly covered up by the authorities.